bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face?
And this is Madden 20.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I'm going back to you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really... It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington, tearing the turf.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They scored the most points of anyone on opening. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there with his second time.
Touchdown, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Way to start. Woo! Yeah. Everybody flying in. Check 55, Mike. Hey, they're scared.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Tackle made by the Pro Bowl safety Landon Collins. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Into the secondary again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the... And he's going to get this all the way down to the Redskins' 34. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 7. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. I'm sure he wanted to have a huge game, wants to have a huge game as the quarterback, but really on the ground, they've been very, very hard to stop. Maybe you just keep going to that well.
I think so, and isn't it funny how the definition of balance changes for us from game to game? Sometimes it's 50-50, run it, throw it. Sometimes it's just being a balanced running team in terms of who's carrying the football.
More than one guy.
Right, multiple guys out there, and now your guy back there has to throw it. Doesn't have to worry about it quite as much.
And they've got the lead here in the second quarter. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So we reach halftime and a brief.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. And he'll give it here to his running back. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game could really benefit your team right now. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think? And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll give it here to his running back. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort. 28 yards.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Check Mike. Check Mike.
Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Partner, this running back's having a heck of a day on the ground. He just keeps punching it in and rushing for touchdown after touchdown.
Here we go. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down right around the 37. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Redskins' 37-yard line.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Scampering home from 9. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations,
here's Tressway now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. You know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as AJ. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to